You got a great ass, Sully.
Thanks. What's going on? That's my blood. That's my blood. It's a lot of my blood.
That intro is absolutely amazing. This is Uncharted 2 for the PlayStation 3, and I've gotten a ton of requests from you guys to take a look at this game, and I'm glad you asked me because I really want to take a look at it myself. So let's dig into this awesome PS3 exclusive. Okay, so here's a shocker for you. Uncharted 2 is absolutely incredible. Is it perfect? No, but it comes pretty damn close to it. Now, it was funny, I have a confession to make. I actually got the original Uncharted after I got Uncharted 2 because I dug Uncharted 2 so much, and I have to say I wasn't feeling the original. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad game, but to me it felt like a slightly above average platformer shooter. It felt like Tomb Raider on steroids. I didn't get what was so exciting about it. So playing Uncharted 2 Among Thieves first worked out in my favor, because if I played the original Uncharted first, I may have not given this game a chance, and I'm very happy that I did. Now, I'm not going to give away too many details because it's probably the biggest selling point to Uncharted 2, but the story in this game is absolutely amazing. The acting is incredible, the characters are really fleshed out and believable, the plot is just so well crafted, and what I love about it is that it never gets in the way of the gameplay. All I can say is that this is one of the very few games I actually wanted to watch the cutscenes to find out what was going on, and that's saying something. The gameplay of Uncharted 2 is a mixture of platforming, puzzle solving, and third-person shooter. What makes Uncharted so friggin' sick and enjoyable is that all three aspects are done so well. The design behind this game is kick-ass, and just when you're getting sick of platforming or puzzle solving or you're doing too much shooting, the game switches it up to a different element just in the nick of time, so every part of the game is just as fun as the last. Think about that. Even in some of the most enjoyable games, there's certain parts you're like, oh my god, could this end anytime today? In Uncharted 2, I will guarantee you that you will not have that feeling, and this is one of the only games I could say that with 100% confidence. Now that leads me into the controls, and how can I word this? The controls are the best controls I have encountered in a third-person perspective game. Ha! You like my political correctness skills right there? So what the hell do I mean? It's simple. They're awesome controls for what kind of game it is, but they're still clunky in some aspects, especially during intense action sequences. For example, a grenade will get thrown at you, you look to jump away from it, and you end up attaching to the wall right where the grenade is. Or you'll look to jump from one platform to another, or from one rock to another, whatever the case may be. Or you weren't at the exact spot the game wanted you to jump at, you'll end up falling to your death. Now, these control flaws aren't a hardcore issue, but I had to mention them for a couple reasons. One, they happen enough, and two, every other review kisses the control scheme's ass, and that bothers me me a lot. And now here is the part of Uncharted 2 that is going to get me a lot of hate mail. The sound and the visuals. Sound, real quick, is absolutely amazing. The orchestrated soundtrack was recorded at Skywalker Ranch, which is George Lucas's camp, and they did an incredible job on it. It's amazing music. Enough said. The visuals, the graphics I should say, are damn good, and many tout this game as the best looking console game of this generation. And I have to say that I don't agree. Yes, like I said, Uncharted 2 is gorgeous, but on occasion you'll see some soft textures, some shadows will look meh, and on top of it, when you look at some of the character models, you will see some pixelization. I don't know, it could be me, maybe because the fact that I have a gaming PC I'm being a little too harsh on this game. But when I put Killzone 2 in, I was blown away. When I put this in, I was impressed, but it didn't knock me off my feet. So Naughty Dog, I have to say that I'm not buying the fact that you tapped every ounce of power out of the PlayStation 3. It just doesn't gel with me. The final thing I want to talk about, what was the biggest surprise to me with Uncharted 2, was how good the online multiplayer was. And I'm going to go on record to say something that's probably also going to get me a lot of hate mail. If this game was a multi-platform game, the online multiplayer would be played just as much as Modern Warfare 2. That's how good it is, and you could hate me all you want for saying that. For one, it's a breath of fresh air to play a third-person shooter online as opposed to a first-person shooter. And Naughty Dog did a brilliant job at combining the platform elements of Uncharted 2 with the shooter elements in the online multiplayer. It works incredibly well. I mean, there's no groundbreaking modes, you have a co-op mode, you have deathmatch, so on and so forth, but it just feels good to not have campers all over the place. It feels good to win a deathmatch because of your skill, not because you knew the best places to hide. The maps they created for online multiplayer are awesome, and Naughty Dog just released 2 more map packs, so they are definitely supporting the online multiplayer aspect of Uncharted 2. All I can say is that the developers could have easily overlooked the online aspect of this game and just made it an afterthought, but they really fleshed it out and made it an incredible experience to play. This is the must-have PlayStation 3 game for a reason. The single-player campaign is phenomenal, the online multiplayer is fabulous, and the attention to detail throughout the whole experience is second to none. So even with the flaws that I mentioned in this talk and play, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves has raised the bar for what is to be expected in games from here on out. You need to own this. Wow, I definitely went on about this game enough. Anyway guys, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. For more gaming and technology reviews, go to reviewtechusa.com. Thanks for watching.
My turn to walk away. But admit it, you're gonna miss this ass.